Good afternoon on what is a mild but overcast day. It is Monday the 13th of June and I've got a nice hot cup of tea. And a parcel to unbox. So, open. There we go. And inside, well, okay. It's a pair of headphones for me. Yeah, here. Oh yeah. Yep, okay. USB drive for me. But the interesting thing, the actual interesting thing, is this. It's a copy of Dracula. But it is illustrated by Edward Gorey. Okay, so Dracula is a classic vampire novel that set the standard by which all other vampire fiction is measured. This deluxe edition, which takes its text from the first printing, features art and design by Edward Gorey, the master of macabre illustrations. Now, Edward Gorey, the late Edward Gorey, so I'm just going to show you this. It's gorgeous. The artwork. He was a fantastic artist, who is possibly best known for the little book, the Gashty Crumb Tiny's an ABC of Unfortunate Children, which is both tragic and funny in their demise. But here we get into we've got an introduction. So this actually has a sort of like a velvet cover to it. And then it's embossed as well, so it's a really lovely looking book. And if you're a fan of Dracula, this is a lovely edition to have. If you're a fan of Edward Gorey, then you're going to want this as well. My partner is, so she's going to like this book as well. But the thing is that Gorey is no stranger to Dracula. He has in fact done illustrations, not for this book per se, but he did like an interactive theatre presentation of the story. But he did it in miniature as a kit, which my partner has, and it's really quite lovely. As you'll see, we have more of the macabre illustration. Just the preface there before we get further into the text of the book. So you've got the introduction and looking at the book, and this covers things like it introduces the book, describes how Bram Stoker created Dracula, and then we've got a discussion of the the search for the true beginning of Dracula. So there's a bit of study here, and we've actually got images taken of Stoker's own text, his notes and so on. And this is actually basically this is taken from an illustration is taken from an earlier version of and so on, and then we get into the text itself. I'm going to find some more of the illustrations, because obviously you don't want to just show the text of the novel Dracula, because that would be ridiculous. But this is where first we have Dracula's guest, the prologue. Before we get into the full text of the book, Dracula, and obviously beginning with Jonathan Harker's journal. Let's see whether we can just find some of the illustrations. There is a list of illustrations in here. So page 7. Let's go to page 7. Okay, so there we have Jonathan Harker. I'll find the rest as well. And this is all the list. So Mina Murray, Mina Murray, and more. And I'll find one of also Dracula, I think. Van Helsing and Dracula, because that's the ones you really want to see, I suppose. So let's have a look. 251. So honestly, what you actually really should do is go and have a look at the work of Edward Gorey, and we're just about 251, 251, 231. It's my mistake. So that's Renfield. 311. I know we have. Yep. Dr. Arkham Van Helsing. And lastly, we should have an illustration of Dracula himself. Just going to find that for you so you can see. So 367. So you get an illustration of Dracula, but it is an oblique one. It basically doesn't show him in his full glory. And then we have notes to the text. And the appendices. So we have basically a sample of contemporaneous opinion. So further examination, discussion of the novel from then period, and then a selected Dracula checklist of further reading. Perspectives. This is on Bram Stoker. And more. And a further bibliography of the man. So on. So so we have, that's the illustration of Dracula in the book, and we've actually got him. I presume that's him in almost basically almost vaguely draconic form, with the wings and so on, unfurled. It's basically Dracula the dragon, as it were. It's a lovely book. And I hope my partner's going to like it. I would have liked a few more illustrations, and I certainly would have liked to have seen a few more scenes as depicted in that theatre set. And I think definitely you should, if you could go and find images of that online, you'll really like that. Anyway, so that's Bram Stoker, Dracula, illustrated by Edward Gorey. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, then please do click on the like button down below. If you've got any comments or feedback, I appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings, when you'll see me out here with a parcel and a book or game which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back again soon with another unboxing in the Nook. Bye for now.